fault. Thought a new Wario game came out. Wario seems to be another character that Nintendo forgets about until they need another slot filled for a spin-off. He hasn't gotten a proper game since fucking Persona 4 on the DS, wherever the fuck this shit is. And despite all the jokes I'm making, these games are still all very good games. Loved by many. I remember spending a lot of time playing, specifically Wario Land Shake It on the Wii. It was such a weirdly unique title. Just like the simple gameplay of Wario basically running into buildings, stealing treasure, causing like a seismic earthquake.
Here I go!
It was just such a like goofy fucking idea, and I loved it. This game was a lot of dumb fun, so it kind of stinks that there's really no other games like it. Since after this Wario game, there was no more Wario Land games. This genre just slowly kind of faded into existence, so it was forgotten.
Hello there.
Wait a minute, this isn't Wario Land. That would explain it. You idiot! You thought this was gonna be a fucking Wario video? You fool! It's about the funny pizza, dude! You fucking idiot! If you've been living under a rock in the indie game community, this little game named Pizza Tower came out earlier this year, around February, and it blew up, and like hard. This game was immediately realized as a nice like revamp of the Wario Land series. It was like a more modern and sped up version of it, and the internet loved this game. Just like Hunch. Take a look at these reviews really quick. See, look at these. Look at these funny little reviews. Look how little funny they're being. Look how look what Wait, they're just getting worse. Wait, stop. No, stop. Jokes aside, I'm actually gonna start talking about this game now because I actually really enjoy this game, and getting a reason to talk about it for a long period of time should be like illegal the way I'm about to like praise this game like it's Jesus H Pizza Man. I don't know. Alright, for that little bit of briefing. So the general way I'm gonna funnel through these events is I'm gonna go from story and characters to art style and humor to movement to level design and to soundtrack. Basically it. First, let's start off with the story. Saying there's no actual dialogue in this game, you really got to get the story through its visuals, but visuals for talking a little bit later. The basic story of this game is that this little Italian man named Don Peppino is just doing his job, trying to figure out like money and stuff for his business, and then this piece of shit comes to threaten him with, no joke, nuclear warfare. Not kidding. So Peppino has a panic attack that goes to kick his ass in the pizza tower. And that's kind of it. Besides getting introduced to side characters like Gustavo Fring and Mr. Moneybags. That's kind of all the intro really has to show. The only other characters that are important to mention by name are Jerome and Pillar John, which I'll probably explain little when it comes to like actual level structure. But for now, I'm just going to explain most of this by just quickly going to the wiki. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a fucking moron. I don't look at the Wikipedia like at all. So this is like kind of my first time like just kind of scrolling through this shit. Alright. Don't care. Fucker. What the fuck? What the fuck? fucking bullshit is this? Fucking what the fuck? What? Santa Claus? Fuck. Fuck this piece of shit. Fucking pistachio. What? It ain't real. Fuck. What the fuck? I didn't mean to do that. Pizza Tower guy. Gabriel. Who the Indian guy? Secret. What the fuck? So if you haven't realized already, this game has a very unique art style. It gives off like cartoon vibes from like around the 80s, maybe 90s. Everyone just kind of squishes and stretches in this game. I've seen this game get paired to the art style Run-Ins WLL, which I feel like really fits with how like not really retro, but like old feeling it is. It's all like grainy and it doesn't exactly look like it would come out around this time. Another thing this game gets compared to is the whole like SpongeBob gross up idea. Is where like this game looks completely normal, but then there's just a random screenshot like this. Or this. Maybe even this, where it just gets really like HD and realistic looking for no reason at all. But generally what I'm trying to say is most characters and sprites give off this very cartoonish vibe. Speaking of sprites, did you know Peppino himself is composed around 5,000 individual sprites? What the fuck? This shows to me that Mr. and Mrs. Torta Pizza cared a lot about getting this vibe down packed. It will also explain why this game took like 4 years to come out, but still, I think the time and effort that was put in this game for its art style was very much worth it. Alright, so you launch the game for the first time, and this is what you're met with.
This'll be a good match. Here I come, Kakarot! Ready?
Okay, but for real, when you launch the game, you're met with this little screen. Ha! Got your ass, bitch. Maybe I don't fucking. I'm actually gonna start talking about the game now, or if I don't, we're gonna be here for another fucking 6 months. So here we go, finally. Movement! I like movement games. I'm a sucker for movement games, and this game does movement very, 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 very well. Pino is really fun to control because all he does is dip dive, duck, dip dive, smash, fucking round pound, wall run, everything you could want in a movement game. He just kind of spins around, a little funny, and then he just goes. Great. Fucking game was designed for people with ADHD, bro. I fucking love running around doing absolutely nothing but absolutely everything at the same time. Let's fucking go. I think one of the best things about controls for this game is that it's literally like fucking 8 buttons. They made this shit as simple as you could possibly fucking make it, dude. Your 8-year-old fucking cousin could pick up this game. Yeah, this game runs on the simple controls of Shift, Z, X, C, and then the arrow keys, and that's literally fucking it. They wanted to make this game as easy as possible to understand, but just because these controls are simple doesn't mean the game is easy. This game can 100% melee rock on your ass if given the opportunity. But even with these simple controls, there's still a few little tricks that those game developers just kind of hid away from you, and I am here to tell you that. You ready for this big homie knowledge bomb? It's literally, I don't know why they hid these away from you, but literally, you're not, it's really ready, it's just this. Yep. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense looking at that, of like, that's literally all they have hidden, but I promise it is worth actually knowing about it if you do give a shit about this game. Hold on, let me just spit my shit indeed. Yep. doing the slide just straight up gets you to top speed even faster. I feel like this is something that should have been in the tutorial. They just decided not to. I don't get it. Knowing how to perform this slide is very helpful if you want to get good at the game. Being able to get to top speed is important to do almost anything in the game, so mastering being able to speed up quickly is just overall helpful and recommended to do. Now the next move that kind of kept hitting is a lot more useless, so I see why they just decided to like never talk about it. It's this goofy ass Wario butt smash move that barely comes up. Like, I don't think I've used this move ever playing the actual game. I think the last thing I gotta mention is that you can use the taunt button in this game to, well, yeah, that. Finally, it is time to talk about actual level design. Like I was talking about earlier in the video, Pizza Tower is very closely based off the Wario game. So the level design is pretty similar to that, but it does have a few things that make it pretty unique. Pizza Tower itself is about running into levels and getting a bunch of collectibles while continuing to keep yourself a combo to get a higher score. All levels in the game revolve around the idea of busting in the front door, saving toppings, breaking the pillar at the end of the level, and running back out the way you came. Usually I wouldn't consider pineapple a topping, but in this situation, this guy's just so cool, I think he gets a slide from me. On top of the toppings to collect, there's also 3 secret kind of challenge rooms in each level on top of a secret ingredient to find, which involves finding my boy Jerome somewhere in the level and then having him unlock a funny little door for you. Which, I don't know, just adds more depth to the level than just running around. Every level follows these design points, but they all have their own theme. The personal theme leads to different enemies and different power-ups throughout the level. For example, if you go to Pizzascape, it's more of a night kind of castle theme. So, of course, Peppino's power is a night set, and most of his enemies are night themed, like little cheeses with swords and shit. But on Gnome Forest, there's more of a, an enchanted forest theme. There's little woodland creatures, little, walking talking chests, there's little, Robin Hoods and stuff, and there's also
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. This song is sponsored by the Shadow Government.
ignoring whatever that was, this level's gonna make it the best character in the game, baby. Let's go, Gustavo and Brick Power Hour, baby. The assistant chef with his big old rat friend, adding way new level designs, fun controls. Shout out to playable side characters, gotta be one of our favorite genders. Now, cycling back to level design, everything we just previously talked about, the bonus levels, the toppings, the pizza door, all that, all this contributes to the main point system in the game, the combo meter. Every good game needs a combo meter, right, boys?
What the hell is this?
But yes, the combo meter is your main way of getting your score up for the game. The more and more enemies' asses you kick in a row without dying, the more and more this funny little bar just keeps going up. And the more and more this funny bar goes up, the more and more points you get, leading to the very end where you end up with a rank for the level. The level ranking follows about what you would expect. It goes from D to C to B to A to S. Pretty standard shit there. Point is, with no combo meter means no pizza game. It's what all the game revolves around. It's by the enemies how they are, it's by the levels designed with speed. All comes down all around the combo meter. So what if I told you there was a way to go even further beyond? So you are playing a level for 100%. You go back, get all the toppings, secret rooms, and secret ingredients. Then when you're about to reach the end of the level, you are met with a Lap 2 portal. When you go through the portal, you are sent back to the end of the level. Do all these steps without dropping your combo, you will see the little A at the top to for a tiny little purple P. This is P ranking, baby. P ranking changes everything you once knew about Pizza Tower. It turns this game from a pretty simple adventure to Dark Souls 3, the platformer. No, not you, buddy. Maybe another day. This idea of P ranking can turn a 2 to 3 hour game into a 30-hour binge fest at the restart menu. This adds so much playtime to the game that it's kind of insane. If you're bad at the game, at least. Point is, this mechanic can completely change how you think about going through your favorite levels. You have to start prepping on how you're going to go through it, think about what's coming up and what you need to do. I feel that it adds a lot of depth to the game, even though it is considered by most people to be padding to get people to play the game for longer. I think those people are bad at the game, but hey, what do I know? And the best part is, it isn't even needed for completion. All P ranking does is get you to 101%. For 100%, all you need to do is S-rank all levels, which is exponentially easier. Overall, I think it's a good mechanic that makes the game unique and gives it some nice replayability. Okay, so you finally beat all the levels you were given, you went back to S-rank them all, now what? Remember when I mentioned boss battles? Yeah, so after you beat all the levels and collect enough toppings, which give you money by the way, this orange piece of shit asks you for all your holla get dollars to let you go fight the boss of the floor. This adds a lot more to the gameplay loop and spices things up a little bit. When it comes to bosses, we got Walking Talking Pepper, Domino's Knockoff, Man-Made Horrors Beyond Your Comprehension, and Cheese with a Gun. The way that these boss fights work is basically you have 6 HP points, and every boss has 2 phases. All you have to do is beat the shit out of them enough times till they explode. Or until their wife shows up. Overall, these guys exist to both try to explain what the fuck's going on and to add a different type of gameplay to spice things up. Also, after you beat them, you unlock the next world, which is pretty good. You know, kind of the point of the fucking game. So, after all this time, you finally got to the top of the tower. You beat all the levels, fought all the bosses. There is only one thing left to do. By the way, did I mention how good of a soundtrack this game has? Like, for real, I'm just gonna let this part play out. Right, okay, finally. I've been waiting all fucking video to talk about this. This soundtrack fucking slaps. Oh my god, I could sit here like for like an hour recommending you every single song, like every heart and soul that was put into making the song for this game. Like, holy shit. If you are into video game OSTs at all, I recommend giving a listen. If you haven't realized, this entire video has been used or made using the songs from the soundtrack. They're all bangers. I have yet to find one that, like, I don't like. So I recommend, just if you're bored one, first off, get this game. That's the whole point of the video. Second off, listen to the soundtrack. It's good. Recommend. But the actual boss fight, it's the best boss fight in the game because it's actually, like, first off, difficult, but also it's the most unique boss fight in the game with multiple stages. So I'll get into that in a little bit. The theme for this boss fight perfectly complements just fighting it in general. It just fits in such a perfect way that I don't even know really how to describe it. Like, the menacing tone of this part goes crazy, and you think that's gonna be it. But wait till the real shit starts happening. And just like the first part, this part of the song matches the second phase perfectly. This phase is just batshit insane. This pizza fucking dude is just picking up shit and just throwing it. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's just here to have fun. On the other hand, Peppino's strapped. He's fucking pissed. He's done with this shit. He wants to move on. Speaking of moving on, I want to get this done. So we're moving on to the next phase, okay? I'm just going to quickly... And there. Boom. Killed him. At this point, Peppino is not only done with Pizza Head's shit, but with my shit as well. So he's just fucking livid. He's sick of all these bitches just getting in his fucking way. So he's just gonna fucking beat you to death. There's no joke. I didn't know how to transition, so here we are. So there you have it. The end of the Pizza Tower. That is basically all. Oh shit, right. Temporal sequence. Go Gadget, lazy transition. So yeah, I basically have talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much for staying with the end if you did. Very much appreciated. To the true fans, sorry that this took me a year to get out, but hey, shit happens. And yeah, thank you. Oh, finally. Thank God I'm done with that shit. I was really not going to... What is that? I've never noticed that in the bottom left before. What is that? What is this? What's happening? What the fuck? What? Oh, you gotta be